The Vikings, masters of the sea and shapers of history. The Vikings were seafaring people from the Scandinavian regions of modern-day Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. They thrived during the Viking Age, roughly spanning from 793 to 1066 CE. The term Viking comes from the Old Norse word Vikingur, which means pirate or raider. However, this label oversimplifies their culture, which was rich in artistry, trade, exploration, and settlement. The Viking Age began with the infamous raid on the Lindisfarne Monastery in England in 793 CE. This marked the start of a period where Scandinavian warriors and traders ventured across Europe and beyond. Their society was organized into small, tight-knit communities often led by chieftains. Vikings were primarily farmers, fishermen, and craftsmen when not engaged in raids or explorations. Norse mythology, with its pantheon of gods like Odin, Thor, and Freya, played a significant role in their cultural identity. The missions of the Vikings. The Vikings had diverse motivations for their ventures. Their missions can be categorized into several key areas. 1. Raiding and conquest. The Vikings are famously known for their raids. They targeted monasteries, towns, and coastal settlements across Europe. The wealth accumulated from these raids often supported their local communities and increased the power of their leaders. Over time, Viking raids escalated to full-scale invasions, leading to the establishment of Viking territories such as the Danelaw in England. 2. Trade and commerce. Beyond raiding, the Vikings were prolific traders. They established trade routes that connected the northern world to the Byzantine Empire, the Islamic caliphates, and even Central Asia. Items such as furs, amber, weapons, and slaves were traded for silver, spices, and luxury goods. Cities like Hedeby and Birka became bustling centers of commerce. 3. Exploration and settlement. The Vikings were exceptional explorers. They navigated vast distances, reaching Iceland, Greenland, and even North America, known to them as Vinland, centuries before Christopher Columbus. Settlements in these areas often served as outposts for further exploration or trade. They also settled in parts of Ireland, Scotland, and Normandy, leaving a lasting legacy in these regions. 4. Cultural exchange and integration. As the Vikings ventured into foreign lands, they absorbed and exchanged cultural elements. In places like Normandy, they adopted Christianity and integrated into local societies. Similarly, Viking influences shaped the legal and societal structures in the regions they settled. Strengths and achievements of the Vikings. The Vikings' success was rooted in several key strengths. 1. Maritime prowess. Viking longships were revolutionary. These vessels were fast, versatile, and capable of navigating both open seas and shallow rivers. This allowed them to strike unexpected targets and retreat swiftly. The craftsmanship of these ships reflected their advanced understanding of engineering and navigation. 2. Adaptability and resilience. Vikings were incredibly resourceful, adapting to various environments. Whether farming in harsh Scandinavian winters or building settlements in distant lands, they demonstrated remarkable resilience. 3. Martial skills. Viking warriors were highly skilled and disciplined. Armed with swords, axes, and shields, they employed tactics that were both brutal and efficient. Their ability to organize large-scale invasions further demonstrated their military capability. 4. Cultural contributions. The Vikings' artistry, especially in metalwork, wood carving, and rune inscriptions, showcased their sophisticated craftsmanship. Their sagas and oral traditions preserved a rich literary heritage that continues to inspire modern storytelling. Influence on the world. The Vikings left an indelible mark on the world. 1. Political and territorial changes. The Vikings significantly shaped medieval Europe. Their invasions led to the creation of fortified towns and reshaped the political landscape. For example, the Treaty of St. Clair-sur-Epte established Normandy as a Viking territory under Rollo, which later played a pivotal role in European history. 2. Cultural and genetic legacy. Viking settlements intermingled with local populations, influencing languages, customs, and genetic pools. The English language retains many Old Norse words, and Norse mythology has permeated Western culture through literature and media. 3. Expansion of trade networks. By establishing trade routes, the Vikings connected disparate parts of the medieval world. They facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies, contributing to the economic and cultural development of many regions. 4. Exploration of the New World. The Vikings were among the first Europeans to reach North America, nearly 500 years before Columbus. While their settlements in Vinland were short-lived, their voyages demonstrated the possibility of transatlantic travel and set the stage for future exploration. Continued influence and legacy. Even after the end of the Viking Age, the influence of the Vikings persisted. Many Scandinavian traditions, values, and systems became embedded in the cultures they touched. The kingdoms of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden, shaped by the experiences and expansions of the Viking era, continued to play significant roles in European history. The Viking spirit of exploration inspired future generations of adventurers. Their advancements in shipbuilding and navigation became foundational for later maritime powers. Similarly, their sagas and mythologies have been preserved in literary works, influencing authors like J.R.R. Tolkien and inspiring modern interpretations in films, television, and video games. In recent years, archaeological discoveries have shed more light on Viking life and expeditions. Excavations in regions like Lance aux Meadows in Newfoundland and findings of Viking artifacts in Eastern Europe highlight their vast reach. These discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of their world. The fascination with the Vikings endures. Whether viewed as fierce raiders, skilled traders, or pioneering explorers, their story remains a testament to human ingenuity, adaptability, and the enduring quest for discovery.